Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monse, and this is the Cosmic Creation 144. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you're here. And if you're returning, like always, you're a real one. I appreciate you coming back. So, I want to say I was dreaming, but it felt like I was woke, okay? My oldest son likes to order a lot of stuff from like DoorDash and stuff like that. So, he opened the door, and this was like in the dream, right? That I think I was having. I don't know if I was woke. Like, I'd be having a lot of prophetic dreams, like I'm awake, but I'm dreaming. Does that make sense? Yeah. Um, and so I was like, wait, but I opened the door, but I never saw my son, right? I just figured that in my mind, right? That's what was going on in my mind. So, but there was somebody at the door that was with a hoodie. I couldn't see their face. They had the hood on, and I saw like an arm. In my mind, I'm assuming it's my son's arm reaching out to hand over the money so he can get his food. And I told him, I was like, oh my God, he's about to run off with your money. And yeah, he ran. But when he ran, I saw, I've talked about, I saw my friend, my 144, my best friend. So 144, a minute and 44 seconds. This is definitely your message, okay? Stick around because the message today is very deep. I don't know exactly what we're going to talk about. I have a few notes here of things that I've been seeing, so I'm just going to put it out there. And I was like, go chase him, make sure he comes back. But when my friend hit the fence, like by my house, I saw the guy come back, but he was changed. He had different clothes on. He had like a flannel and like some black jeans, and he was like, here, he gave it to my son, but he was like if he was on something, on that good. Hey, calm down, guy. Like he was on that good. Like he was on that good. You know what I'm saying? Like he been woke for like 3 days straight or something. So he gave the money to my son, and he was like, I gotta go. The FBI is after me. And that was it. That was the whole dream. I was like, I woke up and I wrote it down on my phone. I took on the little notepad thingy that you be having on the iPhone. I put everything down on that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what to make of it because I never saw that person's face. I never saw their face. Even when they switched their clothes, they didn't have that hoodie on, because when they had the hoodie on, they had the hat on, right? And like their face was covered. And when they came back around that they had that flannel now, I still couldn't see their face. I don't know who that person is. It's almost kind of, for example, like the only people I knew were my oldest son and my little kids, but I never saw them, but I felt their energy there, right? And when I saw my friend walking up my driveway, and I was like, hey, go chase him. So I saw him, right? Literally, he's the only person I saw. And even though I saw the other person that was coming up to my house, I never saw their face to say who they were. So I don't know if this is something that's going to resonate with you, okay? Now, another one. Right now, I was like in heavy meditation, and I just saw a whole bunch of animals. Okay? And I have a very strong connection with animals, a lot of earth animals, and a lot of water animals, to be honest. Actually, I feel like, I don't know, like Gaia is calling my name. So, the very first one I saw was, I saw an elephant, I saw a squirrel, I saw a deer, but those deers with like the huge antlers, okay? I saw a beaver. I saw a lechuza. which is like an owl, but not an owl. I don't know how to say lechuza in English, y'all. I'm so sorry. Lechuza. Okay? Go Google that shit. Because technically it is an owl, but it's a different form of an owl, and it represents something completely different of an owl. Okay? Because an owl, when you see an owl, you know, obviously those are your spirit guides letting you know that they're there communicating with you. So this definitely wasn't an owl, because I can see the difference between an owl and a lechuza. So yeah, I saw a wolf and I saw a cardinal. Now, the main one that I saw that was crazy was a one-eyed serpent. And I don't mean like a tiny little lombriz, like a tiny little earthworm. No, I mean like a fucking anaconda, just but with one eye. Okay, so I did a little bit of research. Okay, now mind you, I just did a little tiny bit of research, you know, to kind of get it going and trying to figure out where this message is going for you. Okay, and now if you're on the spiritual awakening just like I am, you know, like I said, I'm slowly but surely trying to do a research and figure out where my energy is being called to. So when I see animals, I immediately go and do my research on that animal to see why I'm seeing it, to figure out why I'm being connected towards that animal. Okay, so the elephant is strength, wisdom, good fortune. I think that's off top. And to be honest, I've been since I had my little son, my son that's 6, I don't know, elephants have just been always, and I feel like this is the connection that I'm making with the elephant, because when I was pregnant with him, that I had baby shower and everything, I kid you not, literally every blanket, every pillow, what are they called, the poppy pillows, everything was elephant. Even onesies and footy pajamas, everything was elephant. And at the time, right, I'm like, oh my god, so cute, maybe elephants are gonna be his thing, you know. And now I'm understanding, maybe, you know, I have a little spiritual baby on the way. That's literally what I was gonna say. Oh my god. Okay, let's keep going, okay? Because heck no. Okay, I got 4. I'm good. Wait, but you never know, right? God's plan is God's plan. Squirrels, it says preparation, fortune, finding joy in everyday things, playfulness. So I don't know, if you're anything like me, I don't mean to be this way. I just find myself being like so uptight sometimes. Excuse me. Relax, boy. Okay, papi, calmadito pues. Yeah, I be uptight sometimes. You know, I don't be wanting to go out nowhere. People be like, you want to go out for dinner? And I'm like, why? Okay? So if that's you at the moment, if somebody's telling you like, hey, let's go out, let's go kick it, let's go watch a movie, you know, nothing, you know, how do I say it? Like, nothing out of the norm. You know what I'm saying? If it's just a movie, dinner, and then come home, go do that. Go do that. If you're able to if you have kids, I have 3 kids and I can never catch a break. So trust me, if somebody is like, you want to go run around the block? Yup. You want to go down the street and go get a liquor store, go get a coffee from the liquor store? Yup. Okay. Because I don't get a break. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to put pause and take a moment for yourself. Because that's literally what I did on Saturday. I told my homie, I'm like, hey, let's go have some breakfast. He never texted me. So I hopped in the car and I went to go take myself to some delicious breakfast. Some Salvadorian breakfast, okay? A little bit of casamiento, plátanos fritos, all day. But yeah, so do that. Even if you don't have nobody to go with. I went by myself. Okay, I went by myself and I was just listening to my little videos or watching little videos and things like that, or music. Okay. Tiger, raw, power, strength, courage, independence, focused on your energy. Focused on the energy. So I feel like this is something independence, right? Whatever situation you were in the past, now you find yourself by yourself, right? And it's the perfect time to be independent, to show your power, to show your strength, to show that you have courage, and you're focused on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You know, I always tell you, right? Like, whatever the divine tells you, if the divine tells you, hey, go get a purple cat, you better go get a cat and dye his hair purple. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Whatever you're being guided to do it. Focused, energy, tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? And do not. I feel like that's the tiger, right? That's why it says raw power. That was like the first one, too. It said raw power. For anybody trying to come up in your energy and trying to kick you off balance or throw you off balance or fuck with your energy, is like, a no, right? Because you have that strength, you have courage, you have raw power to stand tall and be like, I don't think so. You gotta go. Okay? Deer, strength, resilience, regeneration, personal growth, intuition, leadership, connect to nature. I mean, need I say more? I feel like my readings have been talking a lot about strength and intuition and courage. Having all of that after a really hard relationship, marriage, job, family drama, whatever your case was, right? That got you to wake up. Because sometimes we have to have that tower moment for us to finally be like, whoa, to answer the call. Because I know that's what happened to me. You know, at the time, right, I felt like my whole world shattered into pieces. I felt like it was over. I'm done, dead, over with, deceased, over. That's 12/12 as I said that. That's literally how I felt. But no, absolutely not. That had to happen for this to happen. So I feel like that's what the deer is saying, you know, strength. And there goes strength again. Power, strength, courage. You know, regeneration. Like you're regenerating yourself. It's like death and rebirth. Here we go again. Death and rebirth. Start all over, starting fresh. But this time, you know, we don't need nobody's validation. We don't need nobody to tell us that we're fucking great. We know we're fucking great. You know you're awesome. Okay? You know that you're that bitch. You know that you're that guy. Sorry, but that's just how I'm saying it. Okay? That's just how I'm feeling it. You know you're that. And you don't need nobody to come up in here and fucking with it. Right? You gonna stand 10 toes down on it. And then, okay, the beaver, hard worker, perseverance, resourceful. Like, I feel like you're the type of person that gets shit done. Like, you get shit done. One way or another, you're going to figure it out, and it's 333. One way or another, you're going to figure it out, and you're going to make it happen. I mean, it's getting done because it's getting done. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Period. Like, you gonna make it happen. Okay? Alright, now the next one. And this actually, I'm gonna say it because I saw it. Okay? When I saw the lechuza in my third eye, or in my meditation, pues, I saw a coffin. And the lechuza was like, it was almost like she was on a branch over the coffin. And I do know that when lechuzas sing, that's literally what it means. I do know that. That's in like a lot of, if you're a Latino, you know what that means. I'm not trying to discriminate anybody else, any other race or anything like that. I just know that me being Latina, I grew up with knowing what the lechuza is and what the lechuza represents. Okay? And what the lechuza comes with. And the lechuza sings different than the owl does. Okay? So the lechuza, stop it. Bueno, pues. La Lechuza is shapeshifter, bad omen, misfortune, death, revenge. Ah, damn. Revenge. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like, I honestly feel that La Lechuza, everything that it says on there is probably going to happen to those people that did you wrong, that did me wrong, for fucking with chosen ones. Because we have 444. And I'm not even gonna lie, this morning I got dressed, I went out, I went to go buy my baby, because my baby's asked me for some eggs and bacon this morning. I didn't have eggs, so went to the grocery store, and I already had gone inside the grocery store, right? But I'm like, oh shit, I need a cart. So I go back out and I grab the cart, and when I turn, I look down, and the license plate on the car there, the last numbers on there were 144. So I'm definitely talking to somebody that's chosen. Somebody that has a mission here. Somebody that is here to do the work of God. Somebody that's here being guided by their angels. Somebody that is here that has all these connections with all these spirit animals. If not all, one, two, all of them. I mean, wherever wherever you need to place yourself, place yourself. But there is a reason why I saw all these animals. I've never seen so many animals in meditation before. So this is definitely for you. So this lechuza popping up is for those people. Is letting you know that those people are about to know the power of the Most High. That's literally what I just heard. They are about to see his power. Because they played with it. They played with it. And now they're about to see. Oh, I just got goosebumps. And now they're about to see. Ay, Dios mío. Yeah. So the next one was the cardinal. Love, devotion, connection to loved ones that have passed away. Maybe you have somebody that, you know how we all have family members, right, that passed away, but there's one family member that, oh my God, you wish you can still have with you. I have that. For me, is my older brother. Regardless if he's my brother or not. To me, he is. To me, he is. To me, he's always going to be my older brother. And probably like the only one of the family that I was raised in that showed me love. Every single time. So seeing that cardinal, just even, oh my God. It's too early to be crying, y'all. Ooh. Seeing that cardinal and seeing what it represents just makes me feel a certain type of way. Now, I saved this one for last because there's a lot of different connections that came with it. And now I understand why I'm being guided to these gods and goddesses. So yeah, here we go. So the serpent with one eye, it says heightened state of spirituality, a heightened state of spiritual awareness, a inner vision, or the third eye concept. So profound intuition, the ability to see beyond physical realms across many spiritual traditions, including Hinduism and Buddhism. So somebody's third eye is like, pop. Somebody's third eye is not playing. Somebody's third eye can see the light of day as clear as day. Okay? Like it's crystal clear. Like somebody's third eye is not playing. And that's why I think I heard that they played with it. Like they played with it. Like they didn't know who you were. they didn't know, like, they tried to play you for a fool. You know what I'm saying? And look at that. It's almost that saying, don't que no escupa para arriba porque te cae en la cara, right? It's like, don't spit up in the air because that shit's gonna fall flat on your face. 2020, as I said that. You can't spit up and expect the spit to go that way. No, that shit's gonna fall right back on your face. And that's literally what's happening to these people. Because again, like, I keep saying this because it keeps coming up in the readings, like, you are on the correct path. You have tunnel vision. You are doing everything that needs to be done. You are putting in the time. You are putting in the work. You are putting in the hours. And that's why I'm going to say a couple of gods and goddesses that I felt connected to, and I wasn't understanding why. And now I understand why, because I saw this serpent. And I saw a video yesterday as well of the meaning of this serpent, which is crazy because I saw that video before I went to bed. And then today I had the vision of that same serpent. So, there ain't no coincidence up in here. Coincidence do not pop off up in here. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so, ain't nothing a coincidence up in here, okay? So, now I see now I understand why I'm seeing that serpent. Okay, and so, again, your third eye, your intuition, like, that is, like, I even forgot to tell you about the wolf, because I saw a wolf as well. And what is the wolf? Strength, intuition, freedom, loyalty. You know what I'm saying? All these things from, like, all these different animals, everything they represent spiritually is what you represent. Is who you are. It's what you are. Every single little thing that these animals represent is what you are. Obviously, canceling out the lechuza, right? Because that's for somebody else. But every single little thing, every single characteristic, spiritual characteristic that these animals represent is what you represent. Now, I see in my third eye, I see a goddess from Hinduism that her name is Lakshmi. And I've never heard of her. I don't know nothing of her. But in meditation, I just saw myself with jewels on top of jewels on top of jewels. I was like, what? And I saw it with my third eye. I just saw myself extending my arms, and I was just like dripping in jewels, and I saw her name. Okay, and I, of course, always doing my research, and she is a goddess that represents wealth, prosperity, luck, luxury, just rich. And I'm like, oh my God. So it almost feels like I'm being guided to wear jewelry. And I've never been that kind of girl. Like, what I have on now, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? But to wear jewels, I've never done that. And the other, like, 2 days ago, I told a homie, because he has, like, his girl knows this lady que sells jewelry. And I asked him, I'm like, hey, can you give me her number because I want to buy un semanario. It's like a set of bangles. It's 7 of them. Represents like each day of the week. I'm telling you, nothing's a coincidence. And he was like, oh yeah, I'll give you her number. Like, she's cool and she charges this and she charges that. And so I was like, cool, yeah, let her, because I want bangles. Yeah, and so I'm like, but now I wanted bangles. And this was before I saw her in my visions. And now I understand why. Because look what she represents. She represents luck, wealth, prosperity, luxury, like just rich. And in my vision, that's like I was sitting on a throne, just like dripped in jewels and like rubies. I saw that color of the stone, the rubies, like the hot pink, like a hot pink. Just I was like, what in the heck is going on? And then also Lakshmi and Parvati. And Parvati, and come to find out that Lakshmi was the first wife, if I'm not mistaken. Please don't be upset if I'm like interpreting the stories wrong. I'm just barely finding out, okay? So I'm just kind of going with the flow here. The first wife of Shiva, which is a god also from Hinduism, who's the only god whose third eye is visible. Like you can see it. And he spends, I don't know, weeks, months, maybe even in meditation. In his third eye, he can see your heart. If you're coming in with pure intentions, good intentions, how pure your heart is, the kind of person you are inside. Or he also can destroy. If you're a person that's coming in to do some form of evil. Okay. Another goddess is Saraswati. I don't really know much about her, but they were the three main ones: Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Parvati. But Lakshmi sacrificed herself for Shiva and reincarnated as Parvati, who ended up becoming also Shiva's wife. And they were meant to do something. They were meant to create some type of cosmic. They were a cosmic creation. They were supposed to create. They were supposed to be together. It was like meant to be. I know I'm sorry, my kids were distracting me. But yes, it was meant for them to be together to create balance. There you go, cosmic balance. Okay, so also another one that I find myself guided to is Ganesha, which so happens to be Shiva's child. I'm just not exactly sure how that becomes that, because like, you know, if you do your research, you do see that, for example, how Horus is Isis and Osiris's child, but I think in like earlier days, all three of them were siblings. And then he becomes their kid. Or vice versa, like backwards, right? That's what I'm saying. It just gets a little confusing because of how the stories are. But either way, there's always some type of connection. So how it is here, how Lakshmi was Shiva's wife, and she sacrificed herself and she threw herself in the fire. Okay, and then she threw herself in the fire. Her father didn't want Lakshmi to be married to Shiva, and they were destined to be married again because they were supposed to bring cosmic order, balance. Sorry. And so due to that, I think there was like a party or something like that, or a celebration at the palace where Lakshmi was from. Stop it. But they weren't invited. Shiva said don't go, but she decided to go anyways, you know, because she had a mind of her own. You know, like, no man gonna tell me what to do. Right? I'm sorry, because somebody's calling me. Nobody's telling me what to do, right? So she went and saw that they were making fun of her husband. This enraged her. She got so upset, and one thing led to another, and she ended up throwing herself in the fire as a sacrifice for her husband. She reincarnated as Parvati, and eventually they became husband and wife. And so, yeah. I don't think honestly, I don't think I'm gonna pull. Or maybe I'm just gonna post this and then make another video to pull, because I know it's gonna be longer. Yeah, so if you resonate with anything that I say, I suggest maybe do your own research, figure out what goddess and God are calling you, what spirit animal is calling you, what spirit animal is calling you, and do your own research so then you can connect even more. Because the serpent coming out, it's not only for me, it's not letting me know that my third eye is blasted wide open and I can see and I can do this and I can do that. No, it's letting me know to let you know that you are too. It's letting me know that you are in alignment as well. It's letting me know that that your intuition is at an all-time high, that you have resilience, that you have strength, that you have power, that you have courage, that you have personal growth, that you are a person that works hard. And those people that try to stomp on you and stop you from becoming who you're meant to become, who you were supposed to be the whole time, are about to see God's power. You continue doing what you're doing. Because when I tell you that you have unbelievable support from the divine, it's like, it's an understatement. And I don't want to pull right now because I honestly feel that it's gonna, we already have half an hour into the video. I feel like maybe this is just a message that I needed to get out. And I'll pull in a little bit. I'll post another video in a little bit and get it out. But yeah, so if you are feeling that this message is for you and you are, finding some type of connection with this serpent, like I said, it's a spiritual tradition in Hinduism and Buddhism. And I forgot to say also that Shiva is actually, he's the only god worshipped in a lingma. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, I am so sorry. But I did do a little bit of research on it, and there's many different shapes and forms of it. But one thing is for sure, it is surrounded by a serpent. It is surrounded by a serpent. Okay? So, however it's shaped, for whatever reason it's shaped differently, for however it may seem, one thing that never fails to be on it is a serpent. And I could have sworn I told you guys like in a couple past videos, I don't know. To me, a snake is not a bad thing. I know there's people that have snake-like tendencies, right? But again, look at what we're looking at the serpent and what light we're looking at the serpent right now. 3333. Okay, he's the king of dance. He is the king of power and enlightenment, Shiva. Power and enlightenment. Enlightenment. He is the only one that has his third eye for everybody to see. Like you can't play with him. Like, no, absolutely not. So yeah, again, like I said, it's Saraswati, Lakshmi, Parvati, Vishnu and Saraswati were actually husband and wife as well. Okay, and Shiva was Lakshmi and Parvati's husband as well, and Ganesha. Okay, so if you feel called to do any research on any of them, you go right ahead and do so. Do what works for you. The same thing with the animals: the elephant, the squirrel, the tiger, the deer, the beaver, la lechuza, if you're interested in knowing, the wolf, the cardinal, and the one-eyed serpent. All right, so I'm gonna leave it here. I love you guys so much. Remember to hit the like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll be back in a little bit because I'm a pull because I did see these decks in my third eye while I was meditating as well. But if I do it, like the videos are already freaking an hour long to begin with. So if I do it, it's gonna be like a 2-hour video. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm low-key tempted to, but nah. My kids are acting wild right now. So let me just calm them down and I'll be back. All right, guys? I love you guys so much. I hope this resonated. And just know that you are doing everything that needs to be done. Do not stop. Don't stop. I love you.